The zone, and now it's Dax in for the steal on the Elder Dragon!
Tizamine had something to say about it though. The grand entrance, Shockwave is going to catch two, and he's going to end with
in the background. It's a little bit too late, too soon.
Hello and welcome back, everybody, to another Sunday and another OBL broadcast brought to you this weekend by Jeff and myself. We have got Feline Friends versus Zinger Box Deluxe tonight. So we got our two Div 2 Premier teams facing off against each other, and should be a hell of a match.
Indeed. Should be a banger. I mean, this is the Div 2 rivalry, really, isn't it? The headline rivalry.
Yeah. It is the headline rivalry. This one's in the newspapers. Right at the top, big bold letters. No?
Shouri Envy.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the one.
It's as old as the trees, really. Sorry, I'm just going to answer some messages in the...
No, I was about to go do the same thing. But yes, this is a long time coming for these players. They want to show each other what they're made of and why they are actually the best team in Div 2. And yes, Owen, this is new apartment layout. So you guys are no longer looking at my kitchen. It is just my TV in the background and a blank wall. You know, maybe I'll put some artwork up one day. Some League of Legends posters or something. If nobody tells my partner that's what I'm gonna put up on the wall behind me. Yeah, no, there'll be no way that one gets past. I think maybe a couple. I have a couple. You know those you can buy the F1 pictures, and they're like the framed photos of the car, and then they have a little piece of the car inside them. Got a couple of those. Put those up behind me. That's presentable inside professional looking.
Yeah. You gotta pick something that is pleasing to the other half.
Of course. That's why it's all very clean and neat, organized, straight line edge behind me. I actually picked out the TV cabinet. Pretty happy with it.
That was your one piece of furniture you were allowed to pick.
Well, it was a team effort as always, but sometimes some ideas are just better than the others, and we're all adults, so we can realize when I come up with a better idea. Yeah, so
looks like a comfy little place to me.
Yeah, it's all good. And we are ready to draft. Dealing with the players here. Making sure everyone's
miscommunications going on.
Good to go. I think we're into it though. Yep. First ban Smolder by ZBD against FF. I don't know why they put in FIF. I thought it was just.
I think it's FLF.
Oh, okay.
Friends.
And they're just lowercase L. Okay.
I mean, they are FF, and they were asked. They asked me if they could change to FF.
Yeah, that's all right. Zig's ban as well too. And do you think that this Vladimir ban is flashbacks from sniffer last week, and they're worried
Um,
that someone might pull that out.
Look, I think
Envy could copy that.
I actually don't know who the Vlad player is on Feline Friends.
I know, neither.
I've got to go and do my homework now. But like, I suppose the thing that's tricky is like Envy will just pick whatever he wants. Like scouting him through his ranked history is not even necessarily reliable. Like he will just randomly slam something that he thinks is good here because he think like there's one thing this guy has in spades. It is self confidence, and he really thinks he's got the hands on whatever he decides.
That's good. Hopefully we see some confidence tonight from that. And there's those couple of top lane bans from the Friends against going to go with numbers on the top instead of saying 1818018 every time. That's an awful hard call out. Sounds like someone's phone number. And yes, we are getting the Ash for Why Do I Exist for Zinger Box Deluxe. That is their ADC. It's going to be paired up with Wukong going to Shouri in the jungle. Couldn't get his hands on the Volibear, so he's going to opt for Wukong
he's never
instead.
getting his hands on Volibear.
No, it was unlikely, and it's a fearless ban. So now after this game, nobody else can get their hands on Volibear.
I will say, I reckon. I mean, obviously now we know, but that Volibear is just for coins. That's his most played champion this season. So clearly high prio on. I guess denying Shouri, but also then picking it for themselves is nice.
And now we get
we
the
we
the
could have actually
fabled-
figured this out from scouting in
yeah.
most played for Envy this season is Diana. Early in the season, he was 40% win rate on Diana when she was like turbo busted and he was not having a good time. He has since got her back up to 50%.
It has crept up,
that means
yes.
his recent win rate is positive.
And our first support is going to get picked up by Intori, and that is the Brom. Both supports most played champ this season, so definitely a high priority one over there. Maybe Pretz can, be a Leona or Nautilus in response, something with a hook. Blitz is going to get banned along those lines, and a Riven ban against 1818018.
Sorry, I'm also just dealing with last minute tickets.
No, that's fine. We know you guys love your
Looks
tickets.
Like maybe my hero Penguin Domo is going to save this.
Yes, he is a hero indeed. And unfortunately, Cat Slayer is not going to get to play Jhin. So no hero Jhin performance. But what will the hero performance be for him? No Ziggs, no Smolder. Could it be the Corki coming in? We won't know until ZBD decides their fourth pick. Still waiting on. Yep.
What have we got in the way of bans? I need to get this stream popped out and onto another monitor so I can participate in both at once.
Gonna get the Yasuo over. For the mid lane for ZBD, that's going over to Suspect. Or be Suspect. It will be Suspect of the performance.
I mean, Yasuo is his most played this season. Jinx. Okay.
Yeah.
Jinx Lulu.
Jinx Lulu.
Sure. I mean, it wasn't on my list. Cat Slayer is, of course, notoriously difficult to ban out and scout because he doesn't play any solo queue. He doesn't really play normal games. He plays a little bit of flex, and that's about it. He plays mostly customs.
Well, that's all right. Wasn't what we're expecting, but we'll see if it goes the way Feline Friends are expecting. And Mordekaiser, final pick, going to 181818 in the top lane. That will round off the picks for the first game.
Mordekaiser.
Now we just need to actually figure out how we're gonna get these players into the game without taking half an hour of time.
No. That'll be good. I think they're just gonna have a quick loot break by the looks.
Yeah, that's all right. Okay, so what are we thinking? Early matchups. Start from the top. Volley Bear into Mordekaiser.
I've got to be honest. I don't know top lane matchups that well. I'm gonna have to like do a bit of googling here.
Yeah. Bring up Mobalytics on the second monitor. See what see what's happening. Okay, let's go. Volley Bear. Good
There we go.
top lane matchups.
I mean, honestly, I'd call this a skill matchup. It's not. There's not enough disparity, really, for it to be. I mean, and it's Div 2, so you kind of go like, it's just a question of who pilots better. It looks like maybe Volibear has a slightly better win rate.
Yeah.
I
Mordekaiser's
think
got a 47.7% win rate in Volley Bear.
Yeah, or there. It depends which website you use, to be honest. But I mean, I don't know. I think the thing for me that's probably more standout here is champion mastery and like you know, a little bit of recency on the champion
Yeah.
and all that kind of jazz, and like that's obviously Volibear on cones.
Yeah, for sure.
So you know, he's on a real comfort pick. He's kind of, you know, he's got heaps of recent games under his belt, so I think that puts him in a good spot, you know, to kind of be pretty comfortable in this lane, even if it's a little bit of an unusual, like even if it's not a matchup that he's super confident in.
Yep. Sure. And then in the bottom lane, we got the Freylord duo of Roman Ash up against Lulu Jinx. Pretty standard composition. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Both ADCs do fairly well throughout the game. I think Jinx has a slight edge though, if it does go later and later with the resets.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Ash is like Ash has lane for sure. Ash Braum, that's rough. That's a bully lane. How are you getting out of that? Like slow stun.
Yeah, a lot of slows.
But the thing about Cat Slayer is he's a very safe laner. Like he is safe to the degree of a little bit selfish is the notes that I've got. So
Yeah.
So the question will be, you know, how much Feline Friends decide to play for him.
Yeah. See how much gold they funnel through to him. And you know, we often see you know, certain top sides opting to play weak side versus carry tops. Both our top laners this game are looking to hopefully put most of the game in their hands. Both playing champs that can put out a lot of damage.
Sorry, I'm still dealing with tickets
Yep,
here.
that is fun.
It's
Not a lot of health stacking. Gotta wait out the spectator delay now. All the players have gone into the lobby and picked up their champs that they want. If anyone in chat has some early predictions, who's gonna win this game? I am gonna guess First Blood is Envy in the mid lane on Diana. You know, he's gonna back himself and gonna try to really make his stance this game. Gonna insta all in that ESL pre-minion spawn. Another fun fact for everybody is, so Zinger Box Deluxe have actually assigned each of their members part of the Zinger Box. if any of you guys aren't familiar with what a Zinger Box Deluxe is, it's a meal from KFC, very well known in Australia, classic, if you will, and you'll see shortly when we get into the game. Their logo is just straight off the KFC TV screen, right? And let me tell you what each of these players feel they are in relation to a Zinger Box Deluxe. So top lane, 1818018. He is the Zinger Burger, right? That is the star of the show. That's what you bite into, and you get that nice, crisp, zinging taste to it.
Zinging taste. That's how you describe it, is it, mate?
Yeah, I've actually never had one because isn't it spicy?
You've never
I always have
never
to.
had a Zinger burger. Never. It's not spicy.
No, they
That's
are.
an
I have to
illusion.
get the original crispy wing chicken.
You
the,
never had
the
a Zinger burger
originals.
at all.
I might have, but I
Okay,
also like.
I promise you, chef guarantee you that it isn't spicy. Okay.
Okay, maybe
It's not even like white people spicy. It's like straight up not spicy.
Okay, I'm also like part British, so it's not just white people. It's
No,
British
it's
white
not
people
even. It's
spicy.
not even British spicy. It's not even British spicy.
Okay. Anyway, we're actually going into game shortly. Let me just quickly change my viewing for everybody not on a widescreen monitor. Alright. Turn on everything. Chat and objectives.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Alright. And we're good to go.
Minions have spawned.
Yeah. Working fine. Okay, but yeah, so Zinger Box, I will try it. I will let you know how I go. I'll do one of those like food review videos on it. Eating Zinger Box ASMR.
Please do. Oh, bang it! We're doing that. OBL content, baby. Jacob tries.
Okay. Maybe next week. Next week I will.
On stream?
I'll get a.
On stream.
I'll order a Zinger Box and eat it on stream.
Absolutely. Let's.
Oh, that's
do
a
that.
good
That
point.
sounds like a good
Yeah.
time.
Sorry about that. Thank you for reminding me to close my client. That is rookie mistake. But yeah, luckily not covered up anything too quickly. We do have Envy pushing in at the start. Hasn't quite got that first kill yet, but he will be looking for it onto Suspect in the SL. If you want to watch SKS live, you will need to find a player who's streaming their perspective of it. I am not too sure of one who is. Chef, do you know of anybody streaming the
You're pushing it now, mate.
SKS?
I have no idea what's going on in the SKS game. They might have someone who's streaming, but that would be a question for them.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll have to ask the players directly for that. Anyway. Envy is airborne as Suspect puts up the wind wall. Trades a little bit. Junglers, parallel pathing. They are going to be meeting at the scuttle. Does look like ZBD have a bit of priority though. And 1818018 repping the new King of Clubs, is it? Mordekaiser skin? Had one of those in my
jeez.
game earlier.
You testing me, mate? Really? I'll take your word for it.
Yep. I said it confidently so you know it's correct.
Yeah, that's correct. That's exactly how it works. That is straight fact.
Yeah, and let's see. Looking like the junglers are going to be fighting over the scuttle.
Where's the
And
wave, Shouri?
Kickman is in trouble though.
Kickman is absolutely in big trouble here.
Yeah.
Somehow, Bit of confusion, miscommunication about whether that kill was being donated or not, I think.
Yep, in the end, lost on both ends. No scuttle and no life left. Cones is getting some push onto the Mordekaiser. And Suspect is putting pressure on Envy. 1k gold lead at the 3-minute mark for ZBD. Good start to the game overall. You were right, Chef, that bottom duo are quite impressive. Why do I exist?
I mean,
And
you know,
Tori.
Ash has not got an awful laning phase. She's certainly got a much better laning phase than Jinx does. So, and I mean, Braum with that stun, he's just lethal with anyone who can punch. So,
Yep.
you know, or anyone who can auto attack. So yeah.
And again, we have Envy and Suspect going at it. Suspect is getting low, but will knock up Envy. Gonna go back in with the activated Q. Does not fully commit. Thor is up. Gonna block a few spells from Pret on the Lulu. Storm is unleashed from Cones. Mordekaiser is just gonna walk wide. Chemtech, Drake is the first one up. Storm does a bit more work this time by
Cones is
Cones.
going in here,
It's
but
gonna...
he's really low. I don't know that he wins this, even in the minion wave.
Oh, and the flash Q from the Mordekaiser does catch out Cones, giving the kill over to 1818018, and the dragon is also going to go over to ZBD this
really
time.
Out here, gotta giving that phone number off every time.
I'm actually not going to lie. I know we spoke about saying numbers, but it's only 3 different digits. It's actually not that. I'm not finding it that difficult to just say 1818018.
But each digit is a separate syllable. So Buddy's got like, what's that? A 7-syllable name? Like, that's a bit greedy.
Yeah.
It's a lot of syllables for one name.
Some inspiration probably from that 1-800 song by Logic back in the day. Anyway, Envy and Suspect going at it.
It's. I mean, I have to say, Zinger Box Deluxe, they're chilling right now, big time chilling.
Yeah, that
Maud
is
gets a solo kill. You know, kill over to the Wukong on that Scuttle Crab.
Yeah.
In a
Would
great
you
spot.
say, Chef, that the burger is zinging tonight for them in this first game?
I think that's a little forced, but it is. I think so far it's zinging, but let's see if they can maybe zing a little more.
Yeah.
Cones has decided once again that he's just gonna fight. This is a rerun of the what was the last cast that I did where we had that? Was it with you, Jacob, or was it with Soltex? Maybe we had the perma fighting in the top lane. I think it might
I
have
don't
been
think it was. I think it would have been Soltex. Yeah. Well, you know, if Volibear is modeled after what looks to be a polar bear, they are the most aggressive type of bears, I think.
I like that you said that with confidence and then immediately bailed on that confidence.
Well, you know,
I mean, they're certainly the biggest bears.
look. What if you know, there's a beer knower in chat? I don't want to be, you know, I don't want them to be outraged by my lack of beer knowledge. I mean, I have one type of beer knowledge, but not the other type of beer knowledge. Bit of gank
Shouri
coming in
looking for a
from
gank on the
Shouri.
top lane here. Cones is more than willing to commit, and I think he's going to find himself in a lot of trouble now.
Yep, that is trouble indeed, and that is going to be Cones to the ground again.
I
Now,
mean,
if that was a traffic cone, it just got run over as Volibear heads back to the respawn.
I feel like we're maybe not on the same page about what type of cone that's meant to be. Look at
I
Fred's
was-
stunned up now. Wide Eye. Trying to get the stun here onto Cat Slayer as well. I think this game is going to be decided either by, you know, whether numbers can just 1v9 on this Mordekaiser, or whether the bot lane goes heavily one way or the other.
Yeah. Oh, Envy ulted in the suspect. Gonna chunk him out. Does Q go wide? No, Q does go wide, sorry.
That was a statement, not a question.
Yeah, yeah. Watch it get answered in real time. And could be Kickman coming in for a bit of a gank here. Ult out from the SL. Is going to all in onto Envy. Going to go down, and looks like the Jarvan is not quite going to get the Lance to connect. Polymorph onto the Jarvan is going to keep him alive while Shouri continues to go on a killing spree with another kill onto Kickman. So that is a 2-0 as ZBD take a 5-0 lead. And is this going to be a Lulu solo kill? Not quite. That suspect does just escape. Well, you know, we are sus of suspect. Don't worry, Owen. It's in the name. Be suspect. It's a suspect indeed.
To get you up so I can see where they're at. Yeah, I'll maybe that second head. Just a cheeky little.
Sorry, I should have asked.
No,
confirmed earlier.
that's alright. I was planning to just keep my eye on it the whole time. It's easier if I'm 1 second ahead. It means I can sound smart for half a second.
Yeah, I do that every once in a while when I'm not the one like hosting it. I'll put myself 1 second ahead or so.
Yeah, it's a little bit. It's a little
Yeah.
bit cheeky.
Do you think they do that for professional streams at all?
Yes, they
Surely
have a
they
5
must.
second.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have one that's 5 seconds.
And 1818018 is finally getting a bit of push himself. Looking to take a plate on that
I
top
want to hear
turret.
you play by play yell that man's name out in the middle of it.
No, I have to play by play it because, you know, I want to make a fun line about how he's like pulling him from the grave or something. I haven't worked it out yet. Envy is going to ult onto Suspect, get it back in return.
Kickman is going to chase Suspect down here, see if he can trade the kill back, but I don't think it's going to happen. In fact, Suspect is looking to turn it around, and it might be Kickman that goes down. Directed camera doing this dirty. I'm going to flick back over, and Kickman is in big trouble now. And Zinger Box Deluxe, they've gone up 2 for 0. Nearly 3 for 0, to be totally honest. I mean, this could be the undoing of Envy, to be honest. All that ego, all that shit talk, all for nothing.
And Grunky, let me know. I just turned Chef's Discord volume up a little bit, so still need to turn it up a bit more. Just tell me. We want to make sure everybody can hear what he has to say clearly, as we have got some good words. Oh, I think everything you say is very important.
That's just buttering me up. I'm not. Come on now.
What chef doesn't love a lot of butter?
That's true. That's very true, mate.
Not that I know much about cooking either, but yeah. Full lanes still pushing in from ZBD. This Yasuo definitely showing up as what looks to be a most played champ. The way Suspect is piloting it.
I've got to say, ZBD is in fact zinging. You called it early, and I think now I can affirm they are in fact zinging. They're 2 dragons up, 3 grubs up, 7 kills up, and looking across the map, they are also 1 turret plate up. So that gold lead is real. You know, it's not fake standing gold where the other team can go and get it back themselves off the map. That is real, in your pocket. Kills in CS.
And Intori's looking to block a lot of damage coming out from FF. You know what would be great is if somebody could tell me how much a Zinger box costs, and we could work out how much gold difference ZBD could buy in Zinger boxes.
Oh god, Zinger Box is about $20, mate.
20. Okay, so
Yeah, if you go like
5K
a large, I
gold
mean,
lead.
we're obviously going a large meal because who doesn't want more chips, right?
Thing is though that I don't like large meals because I feel like the drink's a waste. I hate fast food sodas. I can't drink them. Like
What do you drink
they,
instead?
oh, I used to just order a water bottle. You know, like I'm not drinking fast food soda.
Well,
I
but
just-
like, do you ever drink like soft drink otherwise?
Yeah. Out of like a normal can, yeah. I just don't trust
you know that
like
you know
the
that
machines.
KFC does them out of a normal can, right? They just do
I've
bottled
not been to
cans.
KFC for a long time.
Oh, well, they do. Envy looked like he's in trouble again, and Suspect almost
Yeah,
gets himself a fourth kill. My god, what a lead.
Flash was burned by Envy to get out of that one.
I have to say we might be seeing Envy a little bit of his game on Diana here. I think he might have come out with something to prove, but hasn't quite proved it yet.
Comments might have got to him a little bit too much. Feeling the pressure.
Surely not. Envy.
Cones is feeling the pressure though.
I think he
And
is feeling
thank you,
the pressure.
Grunky. So 20 NZD. Now we just need to get how much does the one gold coin cost?
Well, I mean, then
for
we
New
need the
Zealand
real
dollars.
world value of one gold
Yeah.
coin.
A lot of math
Grunky, do
tonight.
you happen to know the exchange rate between League
Oh,
of Legends
Flash
and gold?
Glacial Fisher. Arrow into Pretz as well too. Pretz is frozen up there. He's going to go down to the Yeso. That is one less Lulu on the map. Shouri is going to make his way in with the Cyclone and have to make his
That's
way
right.
out. Yep.
Still dishing out damage, and Envy's gone in to try and clean up a kill, and goes down himself. And Cat Slayer now too.
Yeah, if that was a cleaning
It's-
service, it would be 1 star by Envy on that one, as nobody
I
goes
mean-
down for his ZBD.
At least 4 stars for Zinger Box Deluxe on there. Cleaning service. I mean, just all of Feline Friends cleaned up there, except of course for Cones, who was back in base.
Okay, 1 ounce gold coin typically ranges between 4,600 for an ounce of gold coin.
Is that how much? These guys are earning 1 ounce gold coins? Holy.
Well, I've never held like a gold coin before, so I don't. Does it feel like an ounce? Who knows?
I mean, an ounce is a fair bit. It's a solid. Yeah, let's call it. We'll just call it an ounce for the sake
Okay.
of.
That's
So we're
okay.
looking at,
Lifetime supply Zinger boxes. Just round it up to that. So we have got the
Ooh,
third
an
dragon on the map. It is it's an ocean drake. Gonna get the ocean soul this game. Looks like it's probably gonna go over to ZBD if things are following the pattern so far.
I gotta say, I agree with Dax here. Zingerbox are putting on a clinic. I definitely have seen, you know, some people talk about Feline Friends being maybe one of the stronger teams. The Suspect is got Envy's number for a 4th solo kill. I suppose that last one was a solo kill.
Well, Cone's gonna go in and is gonna go down instantly as the Rift Herald also goes over to DBD. That is every objective. Kickman thought he might have escaped, but Shouri says no, bangs him on the head of his staff.
I have to say, this is CBD's game to lose. Truly.
It is, but it does not look like they are going to, as the Glacial Fisher knocks up everybody, and they go down. The inner turret looking like it is not long for the world either. But lasts
These
a
guys are
little
going to want
longer.
to go back and spend their gold right at this very moment. I mean, what are we sitting on here? Some of these guys are sitting on like, Suspect is sitting on like 2.5k gold right now.
Yeah.
Shouri on 1400 gold. Like,
I mean, the
these
end.
guys
Okay,
are
so
on
Suspect's
fire.
got twice as much gold pretty much as Envy does.
He does, yes, he does
Yeah.
have basically double Envy's gold.
That is something for sure.
That's yeah, I gotta say I agree with what that's Grunky Peep in here on his cheeky
Yep.
little confusing ass name account.
Right.
Rot Roll
It's
is probably an adequate
just a bunch of numbers,
response
you know?
here.
Easy to say once you get the hang of it.
In real
Suspect
tries to
is
flash out in a straight line in lane. That's
yeah. Meanwhile, 181018 takes down that top turret.
I mean, this is really Yasuo players in Div 2 take note.
Yeah.
This is how you do it. I mean, he's sitting on a perfect game. He's at 10 CS a minute, more or less. Like, 10 CS a minute and 9 kill participations at 19 minutes is, I've got to say, it's a pretty solid performance. And another pick.
Take that to 10 out of 6.
I personally have to say what I'm really hoping for here is that, you know, like this has been a one-sided game from CBD. I really want to see Feline Friends get the mental reset here. And,
Yeah, they're gonna need some sort of reset.
Man, you and I, we need a 3-game series. Between the two of us, neither of us have managed to catch a 3-game series.
It is truly a shame.
Very disappointing. So.
We can still get it, as 181018 is looking to chase down that polar bear, but Bones is running away.
Trying to get out of there as quickly as possible.
Being a quadrupedal animal, you can probably walk a little bit faster.
I mean, I think bears can actually like sprint really fast.
Can't they run like 40 k's an hour or something?
Yeah, something freakish like that. Yeah. And Suspect just waiting for Envy in the side lane. There's no escape.
Envy cannot run fast enough, that's for sure.
This is no longer about doing damage to pump their stats. Alright, like that. This is about mental damage now. Like, this is just bullying, nearly.
Yeah.
At this point, I mean, Envy's 0 and 5. He's down 70, nearly 80 CS. Like, let the fella get a wave of minions, you know?
I think Pretz is gonna have to flash out to avoid getting one shot by another Mordekaiser hit.
Yeah, I gotta say, there's a lot of gold in
Arrow gets flashed.
CBD right now.
Maybe there's a passive on the new Mordekaiser skin, you know, because it's got like the stock market on the ace. Maybe he's invested that gold they've earned and doubled it, and that's why they're so far ahead.
I mean, this would be true if it weren't for the fact that it's Yasuo who's sitting on like 11k gold right now.
We're gonna get Ocean Soul going to ZBD, Bar, Hickman performing some sort of phenomenal
it would have
steal.
to be a miracle steal. They've got vision in that bush at the back there. There's no way.
Not gonna happen.
I think, yeah, look, I usually would like to talk about positions where, you know, FF could look at a comeback. At this point, it's relying on a massive, massive misplay by ZBD.
Yeah.
Like, they have so much gold that they can just beat them with their wallets now.
Well, that's exactly what Mordekaiser's doing. And the Baron is also going to get taken down. That is a Glacial Fissure onto everybody. Knock up as well from Shouri, just to confirm. And Pretz is the last one standing, but this Lulu is looking a bit small in the face of the entire Zinger Box Deluxe.
Lame pinging his support for dying. That would have been a deathless game for the entire team.
Yeah. It is unfortunate. Perfect
if you're
game.
CBD, you got to be feeling good right now.
Not gonna go ahead.
So I suppose now is perhaps the time that we start talking about game 2. It was a pretty rough game 1. I think that CBD were very prepared for that game.
They were.
Suspect is the future of OBL. I mean, he may well be. He may well be. We might be looking at a Season 3 Div 1 or 2, depending on whether we may be out of 3rd Division or not. But, you know, Season 3, next division up, a winner in right in front of us.
Do you think Suspect is going to change his in-client name to the Cooler Envy for Game 2?
I don't think that you really need to. I think that going 10-0 on Yasuo instead of 0-10 is in fact evidence enough.
Fair enough.
You know, the burden is in fact on Envy to kind of show up now.
Yeah, and if you look at those damage numbers, that represented quite clearly how
Yeah,
that game went.
It's just a good old school shellacking, really.
It is indeed. All right. Let's load up the second game. Figure out which side these players are going to select. And yes, Grunky's new name looking fly there in the chat.
Oh, holy! I can now tell who this man is.
All right. What do you mean? You don't know who What241354646 is?
No, actually, that would have been about my reaction if you asked me to figure out who it was.
Yep. That's also actually his phone number. Although New Zealand phone numbers do begin in 02 sometimes. Like, how many digits is it?
I got to be honest, man. Not my area of expertise. Now we're reaching.
Yeah. Mine began in 02 at least.
I can't say I've ever even been to New Zealand.
Do different states in Australia have different
yes
phone number codes?
Yeah. So there's different exchange. Yeah, there's New South Wales is 02. Queensland is 07. Victoria is 03, mostly.
It was 04. Mine begins in 04.
We're in Victoria.
Yeah.
Were you on the border of like South Australia or something?
Nah, in Melbourne.
Melbourne is 03. All of Melbourne is 03. Unless you're thinking of a mobile phone number, they're all 04.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. What other type of phone number is there? Like landline?
Landline?
Or business?
Yeah,
oh,
landline.
yeah, business number is 03. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so all landline, so like 04 is mobile phones, and all landline numbers.
Okay.
Is 03, New South Wales is 02.
I get you. Gonna get the Vladimir ban again from ZBD. They know something about that. Whatever they do not want Vladimir to be played at all.
I mean,
keeping that one far away from them.
Look, honestly, Vladimir is a champion who can escape punishment very easily, and Envy is someone who just got punished a lot that game. So
Suspect
let's not put him on something that can run away and not get punished, you know? That would be my 2 cents.
Yeah. And the Ziggs ban, so identical to last time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Grunky. I think it was an ego pick. By the way, I think that it was just flat out disrespect.
Same sides, so no difference in that. Makes it easy for my graphics. I do not have to remember to switch the logos and team names. Zinzao is going to get picked up by Kickman this time. We're going to have a slightly better performance than he did on the J4. And a Shyvana.
Interesting.
Shyvana Shouri.
I think, honestly, I don't even have Shyvana on his list of top plays, so
Neither.
this might be a takeaway pick. It's something that Kickman's played a little bit recently. It might be something that he's comfortable on, but like if I'm ZBD, I'm not really thinking about takeaway picks right now. I'm thinking about winning this game and calling it a night.
Yeah.
Going
Yeah.
getting
What picks I can play well.
going and grabbing some Dirty Bird and
What
that's
is what is
Dirty
what is
Bird is
Dirty
of
Bird?
course slang for KFC.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like another one of these chicken shops. Because
No,
last
no,
time,
well,
last time
it
someone
is
gave
another
me
one
a
of those
chicken
chicken
shop
shops.
recommendation, it was in Toowoomba. I cannot get to tonight.
Yeah, look, that sounds like something that you get from one of the BL boys. Or something like that.
I think it was, yes.
Yeah, look, if I had to guess, I'd be guessing that that's like an Owen recommendation. That's the kind of thing you do.
I'll do it. I'll get it one day. I'm sure. Whenever I go to Brisbane and drive 2
I
hours
mean,
out.
Toowoomba and Brisbane are like fairly far apart. They're not like, holding hands.
Okay.
It's a reasonable distance. It's an effort to go there. Like,
Right. Or like Melbourne to Geelong distance, or
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
right. No one outside my window, Gronky. Promise you.
No,
Just
we can actually see the cars that go.
Yeah, you
past and
can
they're
see the
reflected
cars
by
just
the-
going past. Yeah. Close the blinds. Anyway, I got some picks here. We got Tristana for Cat Slayer, looking to try to carry
Lysandra.
on it.
I think this Lysandra pick is really interesting. I had it down on my list of possible Envy picks. I think it makes sense here. I mean, pick something that's a little bit safe. Someone who doesn't mind building a little bit of health. Someone who has an ultimate that they can use defensively.
Yep.
Cat Slayer, of course, being Tristana. Tristana is on his list of sit back and scale picks. I think that's like his kind of his 4 staple picks, which I had actually neglected to mention, but now that I see it, have in fact recalled after the many investigations into Cat Slayer that we've had to do. His 4 staples are Smoltazix, Corki, Tristana. So it's not surprising to see him pick Tristana here.
I don't think there's a single M4 Abrams battle tank in Victoria, to be honest.
There could be.
If it is, it's definitely not driving in Melbourne.
I mean, the main problem is probably that I think you'll find it's the M1 Abrams, but that's okay.
It would just tear up the road. It's not rated for, tracks in that way. But, taxpayer money, just roads never get fixed.
Yeah.
Anyway, Thresh and Urgot. Urgot's fun.
I mean, Thresh is on Pretz's list of champions.
It is
Solo
on his
queue. He's picking mostly Braum, Thresh, Leona, Nautilus. Those are his.
What I feel really bad
picks.
about is I forgot to mention last game, and I feel like it's important to bring up now. Is why do I exist picked Ashe? I just forgot to mention that he's played Ashe like 10 games straight in solo queue. I don't know how they let that one come through, because I've got it written down with 2 exclamation marks on that Ashe, but see how he does on Misfortune now. And Malphite's the last pick.
Interesting. Numbers has been put on weak side duty. They have looked at this team and decided that Envy was not enough of a threat last game to care about him. They've looked at the other 2 damage threats being AD, and they've decided it's a Malphite game.
Yep. Will the numbers be lucky though? And I don't know, but 1818018, feeling like the lottery numbers tonight for ZBD.
I mean, I gotta be honest. Malphite's fine. You and I were talking about this literally just before the game.
Yep.
Malphite is fine.
Yeah. Do you think he's got 20 games on there and has reached peak mastery potential then?
100%. He's played 20 games in Malphite.
Okay.
He is level 757 on League of Legends. He
Yep.
has most definitely in those 757 levels, which I'll point out are since levels got introduced. He's possibly been playing since before levels like I have. He's definitely played 20 games of Malphite. So Malphite mastered.
Yep. Okay, cool. Tick that one off.
So I mean, we'll no doubt see some peak Malphite gameplay, as peak as Malphite can get.
Well, I mean, he's a mountain, so you'd imagine he's got a lot of peaks.
True. Very true.
Yeah.
I really set myself up for that one. I'm a little bit embarrassed.
I that was good. It was deliberate, wasn't it? I thought it was. A little bit of a setup and
That was the old alley
execution.
oop right there, mate.
Yep. Yep. Basketball reference for anybody who's not aware of it. Talking to you, Grunky, I'm sure you have no idea what that is.
And I think Grunky just hates any form of sport. He's a real sports grinch, I've heard.
Oh yeah, yeah. Least favorite activity.
Penguin Domo out here can't wait for games to occur in the series. Mate, you missed the first game. As the OBL's #1 Envy hater, you missed him get look, I'm gonna be honest, a little bit dunked. His lane opponent went
Another
10-0.
basketball reference, by the way, Grunky. Dunk is when you get the ball through the hoop.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
yeah. About throwing it.
Yeah, it's Paul Grunky. I mean, I know that you're baiting this, but I reckon he's got to pee because he's not responding. Oh, no, I
See
saw
already.
first game. Would you say that you enjoyed the first game, Penguin Domo? Because I know that I found the first game to be little bit uneventful.
Well, I mean, it was eventful for ZBD. It was just uneventful for FF.
Listen, as a spectator game, it wasn't ideal. I really like kind of, the kind of thing that Griff really likes in a game, especially in Div 2, which is where it's just non-stop flip, 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 right the way to Elder Dragon.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true.
So I guess really the big question here, like that's a big mental hit, that game. Like there's really no nice way to put it. That is an absolute shellacking. And
Yeah, you'd be thinking going into it, Feline Friends would probably be feeling pretty good about this.
I mean, yeah, and they're a team that have been playing together for a really long time too, except for Kickman, he's a new addition, but the other four
Yeah.
have like played together a lot. Soltex is obviously still upset that he can't be their jungler. He calls Div 2 the People's Division. And look, I guess it's hard. It must be hard to mentally reset from something like that.
Yep. They are going to have to do their best though, if they want any hope at a game 3.
I just say, Grunky, appreciated your chicken shop remark.
I could probably find the name of it. Might be my search history somewhere.
I think you just found it quite amusing the last time I got recommended a chicken shop.
I don't know what if he wants the name. I can find the name somewhere.
I mean, it's not exactly any more local to him than it is to you.
That's true, actually. It's not. Probably equal distance by plane, like time wise.
Yeah, it'd be pretty similar, I think.
Yeah.
Except that
Really
you could
is.
maybe get a direct flight to Toowoomba. I don't think he can.
That's a good point. Would it have its own airport?
Yeah, it's got a little airstrip, I think.
Okay,
I think it does. I could be wrong.
Yeah. Okay, let me just. Well, maybe that's what I'll do while the spectator delay goes on. What to do in Toowoomba? We can do some tourism research.
Tourism research.
Things to do in Toowoomba in a weekend.
Shout out to BL. All right,
Yeah.
is what we're doing. Dax is the only BL member who I've seen in the chat tonight who is actually not local to the BL team.
Yeah. Look at that. Did you know, Chef, Toowoomba is Australia's second largest inland city?
I did. I think it actually used to be the largest inland city.
Well, what's the largest now?
I have no idea, if I'm honest.
They've got a mountain called Tabletop Mountain.
Doesn't everywhere?
No, I think that's like the name, like of the mountain.
There's
Or is that
tabletop
just
mountains all over the shop. It's like Stony Creek. Everywhere's got a Stony Creek.
I've never heard of a Tabletop Mountain before.
Oh, I'm not going to dox myself, but I know of one that's like
Fair enough.
in the vicinity of me.
Alright.
It's not the
Okay, that was a
Toowoomba one,
pretty bad article. Didn't really give me much information about what to do in Toowoomba.
Well, while you educate our no doubt riveted viewers on what to do in Toowoomba, I'm gonna just duck off and grab myself another beer. I think.
Ah, that's alright. That's alright. Will it go down as fast as Cones went down on the beer last game? He's left, hasn't he? Damn it. That one was funny as well too, but I guess just gonna hear it by myself. Toowoomba there. No way. Toowoomba is home to the oldest public toilet in Queensland. It is a must see. A fun fact. A sad university. I don't know what that means in context of what to see. What's there to see? Your car speeding off down the road after it's been stolen. I don't get that one either. Reddit is helpful as always. Good at telling you what the best builds are for your champ and good at telling you what's good to do in Toowoomba. Well, if anyone else has any town recommendations for a potential game 3 that you want me to give you the OBL tourism official guide to, you know, just let me know.
We doing that now, are we? Official tourism guide.
Yeah.
Does that mean we're gonna do what Michelin did? Are we gonna just start dishing out OBL stars? But like
OBL stars.
What are we giving stars to?
Actually, you know what? That's a phenomenal point, though. If there is anybody that is willing to participate in like an actual rating of chicken shops in their local city, and then wants to submit like a OBL star meter for it, that would be pretty funny. And we can like have a compiled list of every I feel the need to say it because it was actually really funny. But as you left and said you're going to go get another beer, I then responded with, is it going to go down as fast as Cones did on the beer last game?
Oh, that's rough.
All I got was silence, but I felt like that line was pretty funny.
I was long gone. I mean, that's savage. Poor Cones. I will say that I don't think Cones is the one from that game who deserves flame.
Yeah,
I won't say any more, but I will say that much.
And when we are back in, is the game.
I am also in. Let me get up to the right spot.
Yeah. Chat and objective timers on the map.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Minions have spawned.
Alright, gonna get 3 men in the bush up there. And that Oriana is under some early pressure. Pressure suspect is gonna probably go down. And eventually, if someone wants to take the final shot, Pigman's gonna take it.
Sure, just donate. We'll just donate a kill back.
Yeah, well, that's the first kill of the game. For suspect, having an opposite performance to game 1.
It's like they just hand shook within the team. They're like, let's just donate this back and see if we can go for 3 games. No doubt,
you think
suspect won't be
we are
that again.
Potentially getting a Freaky Friday situation between the two teams where they have swapped players completely unbeknownst to us.
Or possibly unbeknownst to them.
Yeah. On that topic, are there any knowers in here who are aware of that, song by Lil Dicky, Freaky Friday? Absolute banger. Just in case anybody listening is aware. Another hook lands onto Intori. Play connects. And that is roast beef. Yep.
Roast beef, indeed.
Not quite what you'd find at a chicken shop. Maybe at a steakhouse instead. Shout out steakhouse recommendations.
I mean, we do have a team in the OBL
That's true.
that is named after a steakhouse.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They submit the name Fat Man Steakhouse, and I'm like, okay, what's this? Sure, whatever. What tag do you want? Thinking they might do like fat or something, and then he tells me GPS. And I was like, what? What do you want GPS? Where does GPS come from? Apparently, it's their signature garlic and prawn sauce.
Oh, I thought they wanted you to like look up the location of that place.
Yeah, no, garlic and prawn sauce. So there you go.
Prawn sauce.
If you ever end up casting them, there's a bit of lore.
Okay. Okay. I'll have to look up Batman Steakhouse locations.
I don't even know if there are any like local at all. I know nothing about them.
Also, Janitor Thresh skin being used. Best one.
Best one, no doubt.
That's
Hands down, best Thresh skin.
It's actually the first skin I bought in the game. Was the Janitor Thresh
I mean,
skin.
it's a good buy.
Yeah.
It's a good buy.
Still use it to this day. I used it today. I went 09 and 11.
That's a KD.
I don't even
one.
reckon it was my fault that game.
Sometimes it just doesn't matter whose fault it is.
We have got 1818018 pushing in on the Malphite.
Envy going in on suspect again. Pretz has made the roam.
Oh. Hook out of range on that one.
Nothing more. Interesting to note here. The punish for Pretz's roam might be Catslayer's death. In Tori and White Eye at the same time, we trade Oriana for Tristana, maybe? There's no way Catslayer gets out.
Oh!
Intori's not letting it happen, and now it might be 2 for 1. No, Kickman gets out as well.
That was the...
Good little cross map there. Pretz is in trouble now. Shouri's found him. Surely.
And the hook goes wide.
He misses the hook.
Is Envy going to save his support?
No, and Shouri just goes wide.
Insert Specsavers advertisement into this one. Early advantage for FF so far this game.
I mean, it's 1k.
Oh, they are.
It's not a huge advantage yet.
Well, to be fair, this is when I said last game that ZBD were zinging, and that was the
I had a look
call.
at the gold. I think they were a little bit further ahead than 800 though. I think
Okay,
like
maybe
1500 ahead.
It's manifesting it.
I mean, let's see. You know, whether Feline Friends can kind of turn it on this game.
Yeah.
I mean,
so another Chemtech Drake to start us off.
yeah,
Looking like
they're
it's
not
gonna...
really in a position to
Yeah.
just.
This might not be that free.
It's a little bit greedy. Maybe he goes in with a flash snare. That's one.
The cow is
Catslayer
still
and Pretz are going to trade
running
back
around.
onto Intori.
And these
Catslayer
rocket
once more.
jumps.
Can White Eye get out? Pretz with a hook, perhaps. Maybe. And there it is. Catslayer. Beautiful.
Final bomb goes off. Catslayer is looking like the soldier from Team Fortress 2 of those rocket jumps, just making his way around the map and picking off the members of ZBD.
I have to say, it's a little bit of a change of pace from the last ZBD, like honestly, even just the last ZBD draft, you know?
It is. This Zinger Box is looking a bit undercooked, perhaps. Not enough time in the prior.
It just feels a little bit less proactive, you know? You've got a Malphite in the top lane, his job is just to be a rock. Bot lane's still in a pretty good position to do something, but I like that Ash Braum is just, I think, just a lot more oppressive than their current bot lane has been.
Yeah.
And Orianna obviously not as aggressive as Yasuo.
No, can't quite make the same plays.
Really can't. I mean, she can make some pretty sick plays still, but yeah, definitely not as flashy.
Normally, the stick plays in Orianna, you have to have your name begin with an F and end with an acre. Fortunately,
Nah.
E ending in suspects.
I mean, you never know. The thing with Orianna and Malphite is that, like, what these guys have set up in this team comp is a wombo combo, right? Like, Alistair into a 3-man knock-up, into Orianna ulti, into Malphite ulti, into Misfortune ultimate, into Shyvana ultimate. Like,
Yeah.
they are ready to absolutely wipe. And you don't need to be ahead on Orianna. You don't need to be ahead on Malphite to get those, like, big setups for the
That is
Misfortune.
true.
So, like, as long as B Suspect doesn't opt to go for the, like, one-shot damage build, like, I don't think you can get away with that unless he's super far ahead. I think buying a Ludens here is probably a mistake. I think if he just opts to build, like, HP items, Shouri going in now. Envy gets the snare. And Cones gets the execute.
That is another clean skirmish from FF, and they'll get the grubs for it.
3 grubs to 0.
That's their reward.
I've learned that Riot now officially call grubbies in the practice tool.
I swear I said that not long ago.
Did you?
Somewhere in the chat I said call them grubbies when we were thinking of, like, naming teams after camps or something.
Oh, yeah, that we were talking about groups. What to name the groups.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the elimination finals.
I
Yeah,
said
well, I
grubbies.
didn't realize that Riot called them grubbies as well. Like, I thought they might just
Needed to
call it
die.
grubs, but
Until you told me.
there you go, grubbies.
I actually sent them an email saying that they should.
There you go. Holy Sufdiff might be right. I mean,
What do you mean? Alistair's got a kill and Thresh doesn't.
I mean, Pretz.
Can't have a KDA without a K.
You can go and find the I've been saying in Gen Chat for ages, like, I think Pretz is the guy to watch on Feline Friends. I think
Yeah.
he makes a really big difference. He's a big enabler of Cat Slayer.
Double top quest being completed at the same time. Flashing from cones onto 1818018.
And then
Gonna
you're gonna have that.
walk away.
You're gonna have that down to like under half a second by the end of this
Yep.
cast.
That's the one. Literally.
Say, Envy in a much better position this game. He looks much more comfortable. He looks much more effective on this Lissandra. Gone straight into the Malignants.
Knock up from Intori onto Cat Slayer. Wind becomes lightning from Kickman onto Why Do I Exist, who is no longer existing. Rocket jump onto Intori. That cow is running, but the field is not long enough, and Kickman is going to enable the double kill for Cat Slayer.
I think
1818018.
we're having a third game.
I think we might
This
be.
feels like the last game, but the other way around. Cat Slayer is getting really, really big. Cones has got a nice, comfortable. I mean, he's down a lot on CS, which he maybe shouldn't be, but it'll otherwise be like he's otherwise in a pretty decent position.
Goes wide, but Kickman does not play on to exist again, and then that's another dead Misfortune. Not much fortune coming out of that one, and Intori is going to be the second one to visit the graves.
I mean, question answered, right? Can they reset after what was, a pretty rough game one? Yes, They absolutely can. And I think that's the hallmark of a team who is here to win and who's capable of winning. You know, you can get upset first game, or maybe not upset, but, you know, have a game that should throw you off kilter and would throw a lesser team off kilter.
Yeah. This is indeed a reset and a great show of life from FF. They're going to get the second dragon, and we're going to get Ocean Soul for the second game in a row, as Cones is under a lot of pressure here from 1818018. Hook does not connect, and that is the ult out, and going to result in a dead Urgot. Will Pretz manage to keep the Malphite in? No. Flash Ignite is going to tick, but not quite do
Pretz
enough.
with full
Oh!
range. Beautiful. That's what I like to see.
That's
what
supportal combat to its finest. Not only is Pretz good at wiping up the floor after a spill, it is good at cleaning up a landslide from a mountain. Sounded better in my head.
I'm just gonna let you finish that thought.
Rockfall. Come on. Damn it. Maybe like a joke on a geology lab? I don't know. Get him
Maybe
next
Rubble.
time. Rubble? Yeah. Yeah, that one would have been better. Rubble was probably the play there.
That's right. Live and learn.
Yep. And that is what FF did. And they have learned indeed, as Envy is pushing in that tower. Shouri might be on the wrong side of the map, or the right side, depending on what ZBD are looking
Let's
to
see
do
whether
to
they get
Envy.
info here that Envy is, unbeknownst to him, a little bit out of position here. Gets the E over the wall and out safely.
We've got a 5k gold lead now for FF. Let's see, who's ahead this time? Envy's got that gold lead at 1k. Cones onto 1818018. Is going to be firing off that shotgun. And Tristana does just delete turrets at some point. Ult out from MF is going to pretty much miss both. We're going to get a teleport in.
Playing. Envy teleports a little bit too far forward, but ults defensively. Now he gets a snare on 4.
Hook's a minion. Not what Prep was looking for. Malphite's got a shield that's 1/3 of his health. Is going to clap Cones on his back. Hook onto the Orianna.
Friends. Honestly, little bit of a misplay from Envy there. Teleported too far forward.
Yep.
Just going to donate a kill right on over.
Hook over the wall again. Play onto Entori. Knock back onto Pretz. Flip over by Cones.
Good hit.
And that is another dead cow.
I think that was the right play to make there, you know, like they've gone 0 for 1.
Yeah.
There's
it
a
was.
low tower and a very, very hungry Urgot.
Yep. It is truly unfortunate that Alistair does have an entire 33% of ZBD's entire kill.
I mean, it's unfortunate, but also like it was him or no one, right? So
Yeah.
you'd rather get
At
a
the
gold
time.
into the team. Yeah. I have to say, Cat Slayer is in a good position here.
Yep.
I think fights will probably be won and lost on whether this Alistair gets access to the backline here and onto Cat Slayer or not.
Another flash by Envy onto Why Do I Exist is going to get thrown out of there and survive. And that's another dead Envy. Hook again onto Entori. Ult out from Shyvana. Fears onto Pretz. Pretz is going to have to flash out, looking like he's going to be down play. But the MF ult does just catch him out. Shouri flash to secure the kill. And Cones deletes the misfortune. Flash in from Cones again. Flips over Shouri. Shouri is dead. Intori is a loss of life, but the Iron Will is not enough metal to keep him alive. And that is a good fight for FF.
It was a little bit dodgy, and then the team kind of came back and saved it for them. What a roller coaster, you know?
Yep.
What a roller coaster. I don't even know that Zinger Box hate that fight there. Like, it's not great, but it's it's fine. They're getting gold back, and I think getting gold is better than not, right?
Is gonna result in Dragon going over to FF.
Of course. This really puts Zinger Box on a timer now. Like,
yeah.
We are fighting at the next dragon.
Yep. Pretz goes in. Shouri is gonna get out eventually. Pretz is still alive. Does finally go down to the Oriana. Envy goes in, gets stunned. Is gonna also go down. That Slayer is moving in the back line though, looking to take out that dragon. And Intori is probably next. He's gonna knock Envy away.
That's why still chasing wide eye under tower there.
One 18018. Stuck on the tower right now. Cone's putting the pressure on.
I think if there's one thing that's been proven true, it's that both of these top laners really like to have a character that they can do something with.
Yeah, they do. Alt to clear a wave.
I think, despite the gold deficit, this is not as unwinnable as the last game was.
I agree with that.
I think the team comp of ZBD really lends itself to, you know, they potentially get a really good fight early, and like, you know, pick a 3-man with a shockwave, you know, or a Malphite ultimate, or I mean, even a good Alistair knock up. Like, they can potentially wipe 3-man and get numbers advantage.
That is what they'll be looking for. So whether or not they can actually get the position to pull it off. Shouri back in onto Pretz's
Pretz in
Thresh.
trouble, and here it is. This is the pick. Pretz goes down. Kickman goes down. No, he doesn't go down, and instead they swap for Wide Eye. Down goes Intori. Down goes all of ZBD.
They thought they had it, but they did not have it.
It was a good pick, but I mean, FF was there and ready to respond, and now the Baron goes over, and everything I said before about the game looking winnable is starting to look less and less true.
That's alright. Welcome to the great world of caster cursing. As, yes, FF do take the Baron. And they are going to be looking to, you know, they've actually only got one turret so far, 20 minutes in, so I've got a while to go towards the base, but this will make a substantial dent.
I mean,
As
they've
two
got a
buildings go
Tristana who's
down.
got 11 kills.
Yeah.
I don't care about turrets. She
Good
is
point.
turbo fed. Tristana.
Shouri just trying to secure his blue buff while Pretz harasses him. And this Thresh is alone.
I think at this particular point in time, ZBD just have to kind of wait this out and wave clear as best they can. I'm still not convinced that, you know, in a state of 1 and 5, that Ludens is necessarily correct here. Kynes is got Numbers' number. All 7 of them.
Yep. He might Envy
Looking
is
for a pick here onto Suspect. He wants revenge. Suspect's having none of that. He is out of there.
uses the arm guard, breaks it, and is gonna have to upgrade that if he wants to go golden again. Shouri on the flank, gonna fare out past Slayer and Kickman. There's that combo you're talking about, but that MF just does not do enough damage. As Fatcone is now in the midst of things, Shouri gonna go down to Envy and Pretz.
No,
Does
Shouri
take Envy
takes
out
Envy.
in the process though. And Urgot is gonna take out MF. The Malphite is still alive, but Urgot's got more shielding than the Malphite has health. Is
I think this
still in a
Malphite
rough
might get away
position.
with it here.
Does get away with it, and it's just Kickman now, all by himself, onto 3. Can he make enough lightning from the wind to do anything? Doesn't look like it. And there you go. That is that's the ace for ZBD.
I mean, this is you know, this is that one turnaround, one fight. That's all they need. One fight on the 4th dragon. Let's take this dragon. Let's deny it. Let's buy ourselves, you know, another few minutes to scale, catch up. I mean, maybe not. We're maybe not at the point of catching up yet, but close the gap a little bit.
Yeah, this will do a lot to close that gap and stop FF from getting the soul. And it was just a little bit disjointed in that fight from FF. I think
I think the real thing that caught them off guard there was that that Shyvana looked so low. You know, Envy's probably sitting there like, yeah, no worries, I can burst this Shyvana down. And then not only does she take down Envy, but then I takes down Pretz as well. And
yeah, I thought that
then you've
Shyvana was
got-
going down a little bit quicker than Shouri did.
never underestimate Shyvana. The healing on that champion is illegal.
There's a dragon.
This is true. I mean, this kind of, you know, where the gold lead is still significant. The objectives lead is still substantial.
Maybe that's what FF did. They watched How to Train Your Dragon in the meantime between games 1 and 2.
I mean, it's just a shame that we don't have Dragon Trainer Tristana going on right now.
So that's true. Would be a fitting skin.
Feline Friends are still, you know, in a pretty commanding position here, but I don't know. There's this seed in the back of my mind that says, yeah, but CBD could still turn this around, and like they could stall it out long enough and get a couple of good fights when the death timers are long and make it a win.
25 minutes in the game now, so we are getting up there with the death timers.
But
The
I guess
5-man
question now
grouping
is-
from ZBD, while Urgot is pushing the top lane by himself. Are they going to collapse onto cones though?
They do want the collapse. The question is, can he get out of there? I think
How
perhaps
fast?
not.
Yep. Ult out from Shouri onto cones. Morphle,
The TP from Envy at the same time, but I think he's too little too late and he's just going to donate and kill. Maybe not, maybe he gets out. He ults himself defensively, gets the snare, not enough.
Doesn't matter. Envy might need to unbound that TP button. And
It's
they would
not-
be a
not
little bit
on
better
point
off this
today.
game.
Not on point.
Gold lead's still 6,000 for FF. They need to be careful with their positioning.
Got someone in chat saying envious of me, the GOAT, and I have to say I'm wondering how Envy's convinced someone to type that in chat. Usually he's
Yeah.
out there making enemies in chat, not friends.
Is yes, is the only one on the team. Oh no, well, has got a substantial gold loss deficit of 2,000, whereas everybody else is even or ahead.
I mean, this is, you know, this is B Suspect doing his thing, I guess. Clearly a powerhouse.
We're gonna
Promise
get
you did not pay
another
me to say that.
5v5.
How is it that Envy possibly has persuaded you otherwise?
Rex is gonna
call him
get
the
chunked by the bull. 1818 is gonna ult onto and destroy Envy. Cones tries to escape but gets speared. Play onto Shouri does nothing. Kickman's going in but he's by himself. And the ult from MF is gonna take him down. Cones is just a lonely Urgot in amongst 5 ZBD players, and that is too much chicken for him to handle. Hook onto Shouri on the tower is going to take him down, and Troy also gets taken down by the turret. But why do I exist? B Suspect and 1818018 are going to clean up the fight and look to take Baron.
And I mean, you know, this is that seed that they sowed, that last fight that they won, that, hang on a minute, they're online now. And they
think they can do this
now, and they're really making a persuasive argument about turning this into a 2-0.
Just mispositioning from FF right now. They were very disjointed during that fight. Pikmin went in by himself and the 4 members. Then Cones went in by himself to 4 members.
I mean, it's that
Not quite
desperate
what they were
attempt to
looking
just
for, yeah.
clean up and get something back, you know?
I think each one of them is thinking, oh, I'm ahead. I can 1v4. But that's not quite the case.
Feline Friends may be thinking about sneaking the dragon here, but ZBD are here to put those thoughts to rest.
Everybody back
There'll be
into
no
the area.
sneaking anything is numbers in with a 3-man, 2-man shockwave.
Big ult from Kickman.
And the huge fear from the Urgot.
That is Cones coming in clutch there. Intori can't do anything by himself. And that's the fight back going over to FF.
I mean,
They're gonna...
decided they have made the decision. It is executive that they are going to clear a wave and push. Instead of taking the dragon, it's go and take Inhib.
Yep, Inhib probably then dragon. I had to imagine. Death timers aren't that long.
No,
Cones decide he wants to take the turret.
That's the goal here, right? Like get a permanently pushing side lane and put yourself in a good
Kickman's
position.
gonna go take the dragon by himself.
Correct. And I mean, at this point in the game, he's more than capable of doing so. I have to say,
Yes,
that
indeed.
last fight could have gone really either way, or right up until that huge 4-man fear on the Urgot, and then it was just curtains, really.
Fred's had really good position as well too. Got a good ult off, slowing him down. As I say that, Fred's is gonna get destroyed. Has Shouri ult on top of him.
There is no way. I refuse to believe that you've only gone and done that.
That's, you know, Pretz, I am so sorry. That is my bad. That is just my bad. Next fight, I'm going to start it off by saying, and Pretz, with the worst positioning I have ever seen, gets a pentakill.
Okay, look, that's not how Caster Curse works. The thing with Curse is that it's only ever bad.
Yeah. Are you sure? Does the curse have to be bad?
Yeah. Yeah. I think
Like,
so.
by definition,
Otherwise
though,
it's a
does it...
blessing.
Oh, that's actually a good point. Yeah, there is the opposite to that, isn't there?
Yeah.
And Cat Slayer on the Tristana, only one with a gold bounty.
I mean,
Still
Cat Slayer's
dangerous.
nearly full build now.
Yeah.
And while that's not good news, it does have the silver lining that that'll be kind of more or less it. He's not getting any stronger once he hits 6 items, level 18.
Cones
Cones
is...
maybe caught on the side here. Shouri's thinking about it. Cones not willing to give up space here.
Oh, hook does land onto Why Do I Exist. Ult does land onto 2. And Kickman ults in. It's going to be a great ult. Just in Tori 1818018 is remaining, but not too much longer. Does get ulted by the Urgot and go down. Tower goes down. Kickman goes back in after it. Pretz does get that kill. What a horrible positioning by the Thresh resulted in that. Perhaps it was something I said. So you tell me how curses work now, Chef. Well, never mind. Flash hook goes wide. Damn it, Pretz. You had one job.
I have to wonder, like, was Suspect holding that ult for the whole fight? Was he not there? Did he not have, like, surely form on Shyvana there into the Malphite ulti? Like,
it was used. I mean, it's on cooldown, so...
Yeah, he used it after all of his team.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Didn't make a
Here we
great
go.
deal of sense to me there.
That is game 2. 1 and done by Feline Friends. And, Chef, we are getting that fabled game 3.
Getting it. It's finally happening.
It is, you know, it was prophesized upon us. And we are going to get to enjoy. And yeah, we look at that damage. That Tristana is just deadly. Over 40,000 individual damage. 9,000 gold lead over Cat Slayer's lane opponent. And if Why Do I Exist was a cat, that would be all 9 lives. Well, actually, sorry, 8 lives taken out. And yeah. Looks like ZBD are on their last life now, as it's game 3. One more game by Feline Friends, and that Zinger Box is no more. Let's get into draft for this next one. I'll change the thing. Oh, that was a pretty back and forth game, Chef. I mean, overall, FF did have the lead throughout, but
CBD didn't let it go, you know? They really didn't.
They tried. They put up a good fight, and it looked a little bit dicey there as well for a couple seconds.
I'm not gonna lie, I was a believer. I really was a believer for a little bit there, but I mean, there's just no way, right? Like, there is no world in which FF just like lets that slide.
There shouldn't be, at least.
No, there's no way.
That's right, Dio. Game 3 banger. Here we go, indeed.
And I will just let you know, Jacob, that Dio did in fact decline to join us on stream.
That's fine. That is, you know, that's okay. That is okay. I'm sure it would have been a great time.
I'm not mad, I'm just a little disappointed.
A little disappointed? Right.
Maybe even a little disappointed, but it's okay.
A lottle disappointed, wow.
A lottle. Yeah, that's the level up after little.
Yeah. How these players figure out when they want to draft?
Look, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they've decided they need to go pee again.
No, that's right. I was going to say, well, they do that. Do curses have to be negative?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think that if it's a positive curse, it is a blessing. I swear to God, if you take the Google AI answer, I will refuse.
I wasn't. I refuse to accept.
I can see you pondering whether you were going to.
No. Okay, I'm pondering on my face because there's no Google AI that comes up. It's just the first link I get is the Not So Innocents Abroad, which doesn't sound like a reliable source, but I just don't know who's got the reliable information for this.
I mean, it's open to interpretation. If you want to tell me there's such thing as a good curse, sure. I'm going to tell you that that's called a blessing.
No, I understand what you're saying, and I agree with the premise of it. Like, yeah, I think I agree with you on it. I'm just wondering what I mean, if we go by Harry Potter, right? Curses are negative, so
I mean,
is that
I'm
a
not
trustworthy,
sure
is that a
that Harry
trustworthy
Potter
source?
Harry Potter is not the
Well,
definitive
this
source of
there's
curses.
not they don't call it the three unspeakable blessings, do they? So
No, that's because blessings
yeah,
are. I mean,
yeah.
we
That's
all agree
I'm
blessings
backing you
can't
up. I'm backing you up.
Yeah, blessings can't be bad. There's no way that a blessing. I mean, maybe you could mistake a curse for a blessing, but a blessing in and of itself is not, a bad thing.
Yeah, that is all good. And yeah, looks like our players are just taking a quick bathroom break.
Oh, all right. What's going on in the? I'm having a little cheeky flick through, seeing who's who in my friends list. See what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
We've got maybe a couple of late starters, maybe a couple of game threes going on.
In the Coven off looks like Coven Conclave have come out on top of that one, proving to be the most Coven of the Covens in Div 2.
I mean, I think that that is it Conclave? Yes, it is. I think Conclave is probably like one of the top contenders.
Hmm.
I think they have their sights set. I think they've got a solid team. I think they're really locked in, and I think they will be genuine contenders for the top of the division, kind of thing.
I look forward to seeing them at some point.
I think that Coven Legion maybe had a roster change this week, so that always puts you at a little bit of a disadvantage as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we've got the draft up and running now. The players have decided they want to begin the next series. We've got identical drafts again. There is absolutely no change whatsoever. Neither players want to play into the champs they are banning, and it is not changing now.
All right. Amumu for Kickman. I think this is solid. Sure. I mean,
Very stable pick.
I hope that they draft a little bit of magic damage around him and make use of his passive. Otherwise, it's kind of wasted.
Yeah. Amumu is the
otherwise-
next champ I want to give a go and learn after I'm done.
Do it.
Done with
Amumu's a fun
Mbessa.
champion. He's a fun champion. Forget all these tank items that everyone just build a full AP and one shot someone. It's funny. I swear.
Is this your whole thing? Just one-shotting somebody?
Yeah. If it doesn't one-shot things, I'm not interested.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't know, maybe I struggle to do that one shot, so sometimes it's nice just to build something that doesn't require me to, hand stiff my opponents instantly.
Oh, no, I'm not trying to hand stiff. If it's not a one-button one-shot, I'm less interested already.
Okay. Okay, so on a scale, percentage-wise, from 0 to 100 interested, how many buttons does it fall off from? So if one button one shot is 100% interested, what is two buttons?
If you've got to do more than one rotation, I'm gone.
Okay.
So if you can't 100 to 0 someone with all your abilities, like I'll play support, I like support. But beyond that, like if I'm not playing support and you can't one-shot someone with all your abilities, I'm not interested.
Yeah. Fair enough. The Ral
Actually,
and
that's not true. I
Sivir
really like building
gonna
health
be
on Oriana.
not bad. Then we're going to get a Samira coming on through for Cat Slayer.
Samira on Cat Slayer.
Paired up
Not
with
on my
Nautilus.
list.
Neither.
Wouldn't have guessed it. Cat Slayer is clearly out here Either he's just practicing other things. I mean, he has to. Ziggs and Smolder are permaban. He's never getting to play that ever. Or he's out here trying to get people to ban some other things so that he can play Smolder and Ziggs.
Yep. Prove that he's actually got too many good things and there's no point even trying to ban things against him.
Oh, trust me, there's a point banning Ziggs and Smolder.
I'll
Everyone
take your
who
word
has
for it.
played against them in scrims learned that very quickly.
And the Shen is, what do we think? Jungle or top? FF think it's jungle because they're banning the Cassante.
Yeah, I think I see Shouri as the one who's more likely to do it. You know, his champions are a little bit more supportive and team playery.
Yeah.
1-8, as you like to call him.
There we go.
He's a little bit more of like a selfish carry top lane player. So, you know, I mean,
Yep.
if the weather's right, a Pantheon, and Bess is a hen,
Yep.
that kind of stuff.
Pantheon and Best being permabanned, so it is just really leaving up the Zahan and maybe a Jace, depending on what he wants to go with.
Maybe an Atrox, like.
Yeah, could be an Aatrox. I would like to see an Aatrox. Yeah, I know the ability names at least for that one. Was a good start.
Cassiopeia for suspect is, you know, an interesting pick here. Swain Nefiri. I have to say, my first criticism is that they have not drafted for Moose passive very well, but you know, it is what it is.
Do you think it's gonna be a Tankamumu as opposed to your
No.
one shot the Mumu idea?
Like, maybe it's not an Abyssal Mask of Mumu, but it's probably like some sort of Landry's tanky.
Yeah, Leandri's into Spirit Visage into something.
Sure, something like that, yeah.
And
Abyssal
we're
Mask
getting
is nice.
no pick right now. The final pick for ZBD. What are they actually going to choose
They
here?
say in chat, my bad, that's
is a Zahan. Okay, I've actually prepared for this. I practiced. Let me. Zahan. Images. Click on image. Download image. Save image as. Save. Add image. Okay. Browse. Download. All right, look at that. That is perfect. It is Zahan, everybody. I'm gonna be really cursed. I'm gonna stretch him to fill the box. Oh, it doesn't let me, never mind. But yeah. Zahan is the final pick.
I think
They can just take a screenshot of what I put on screen right now. It's perfect.
yeah, well, they can do that. I mean, they can just pull draft straight off. I don't mind how they do it, if I'm honest. As long as they just include you in all of their draft screenshots.
Oh, lovely. I'm the 11th champion to be played.
Sure. I think you're the first champion,
Oh.
I have to say, I find both of these drafts very interesting.
Yeah. Could be a game of League of Legends.
I mean, I hope so.
We are ready. Yeah.
We're in real trouble if it's something else.
Really weird if suddenly screen just fades to black and it's I don't even know. Something random. Always wanted to do a Rocket League tournament. That's actually what that was when I first got into esports, and first time I ever wanted to be like, casting would be fun. It was for Rocket League. But too many players
Too many
for that one.
flips and loop-de-loops in that game for me to keep up.
Come on, it's not just a flip, it's So it's a flip reset. It's a half flip. A flip
It's all just a
cancel.
flip for me, Jacob.
Not just a
I'm
flip.
sorry, but
A lot more than just a
they're all
flip.
flips to me. I don't. That game is so nuanced now that I'm not good enough to know what's good. You know.
Fair enough. Well, you know, to any viewers that wanna get a taste of it, Paris Major is on right now. The semifinals and finals are probably on in about an hour and a half. So yeah, good time, good game to watch. Fortunately, Oceanic I've already been out. But that's okay. You can find another team to support. All right. Anyway, I know there's actually some Rocket League players in this server. I know there are.
Definitely. Dax is a Rocket League player, I think.
I know, yeah, I know. I think I've seen a bit of Rocket League, a little bit RL. All right, do we think suspect is in chat right now? Because there's a suspect in chat, or there's B suspect in game. Pretty good.
And away we go. So what do we got now? We gotta just hang out for.
Yeah, we get another 3 minutes of you guys listening to me talk about really pointless stuff. Well, it's actually not pointless, because if you did do a trip to Toowoomba, you would be a well-informed individual. So, yeah. Just relaying some information to the wider OBL community. No, doing my best. I'm like a good Samaritan. Or I don't know. You know, you're gonna have to hop in sometime, Chef, before I just, you know, start to taper off at the end of all my sentences. I forget about what I'm actually going to say.
Oh, sorry. I was just reading suspect in chat, trying to process that. If I'm totally honest.
I read the first 2 words and I just decided it wasn't worth my time.
Suspect has reported himself for slurring, so we're gonna have to investigate that after the game. And then
Okay.
he also reported himself for smurfing. So
Put on your police volley bear hat and get to it.
I mean, look. All I'm gonna say is, there's one thing that's been proven true. It's my willingness to just delete a team.
Yeah, well, that
I
is
will delete a team.
this is the goal from this stream, is to not result in a deleted team.
Oh, dude, just one stream. If either of you is smurfing, swear to God, I'm gonna be extra upset.
Yep. And I will be by extension. Because you know what?
Yeah.
Although you may be causing Chef like mental pain when you do this, that this causes me emotional pain. And you know, you decide what's
What kind
worse.
of a, what? Sorry, that when I have to ban someone.
Yeah. Well,
I
is it
mean,
like
the actual banning is kind of like the release, you know, like it's stress right up until you go, all right, get this guy out of here.
also? I figured out what the biggest inland city is in Australia. It's apparently
Yeah, what's that?
Canberra. Yeah.
Ah, well, fair enough. You also you don't say the E in Canberra. You just say Canberra.
Who put the E in there then?
Some idiot.
Okay, so the most similar word I can think of to Canberra is cranberry. It's got it's got like
No. Okay.
2 letters different in it, right? And you don't say cranberry.
No, say no. You don't say Canberra. Cranberry.
Cranberry. So Canberra.
I'd say cranberries. I would actually skip the E in that as well.
Okay. Maybe that's just me then. But that's fine because we got the game up anyway. So
I'm good. We've been saved from cranberries in Canberra.
Yeah.
2 of my least favorite things. No, I should have my cranberries.
rid of that. Put on the visibility things. Got an objective timers.
Welcome to Summoner's
Alright, well, they're all synced up. That's nice.
Good to go. And we have got a bit of a 4-man
Minions
bush invade. Again, from FF, we are sticking to the same sides every single game.
Yeah, interesting. I guess both sides are happy. You know, they with their draft plans.
Oh, and it is a Swain top. For some reason, I thought it was going to be a Swain mid and Nefari
No,
top.
no. That Nefiri is an envy. Nefiri
man.
there. I don't know if Nefiri necessarily has a great time into Cassiopeia. Or I thought it would have been a little bit miserable, but I don't know that she necessarily has a better time into the Zion either.
I feel like Nefari does enjoy the Voltaic Cyclo sword recently.
I mean, everyone who builds lethality likes that item right now.
Yeah. Looks like that 4-man bush is going to result in nothing.
I have to say, these are going to be long, protracted fights, I think. There are a lot of people in this game, a lot of characters in this game who just want to keep fighting. It's really only kind of maybe 3 people here who go pop.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's what we see in the 3rd game. A little bit more tentative, a bit more cautious. Both teams know that they're not indestructible.
I mean, but winning this game too is like a great advantage in Swiss as well.
Yeah, of course there is that.
It puts you in a really, really solid spot for, you know, obviously not only putting yourself in good position in terms of being 2-0, but also the tiebreaker is opponent win rate.
Yeah.
So ideally, you know, the deeper you get, the higher the win rate of the opponent who eventually beats you will be, and so it should tie break you a little bit higher.
First scuttle priority looking like it's going FF's way with Pretz in the river. Shouri a little bit slower on the clear.
In fact, Pretz has leashed the Scuttle Crab for Kidman there, making sure that he doesn't fall behind. Shouri, aware of this fact, decides to just path straight to the top Scuttle. We're going to take the short path and see whether he can't meet him there.
We're going to get a stun from Intori. And stun also onto Shouri from Kickman. A lot of damage onto Shouri.
A lot of damage out of that Nefiri early.
And he is going to get double scuttled by Kickman. Sad Mummy is going to be happy Mummy with that. Good start for Kickman.
A very good start indeed. And he's on track. He's chilling now. He's had a couple of games in the jungle that have been... I mean, his in-out game was okay. His first game was pretty rough. But I think he's on, you know, solid start. So, you know,
Looks
a
like
pretty
he's
good jungle game.
just going to go straight to the tankier items with the Barmies.
I mean, Barmy Cinder's just good for clear speed too, right?
Does it builds into Sunfire?
Yeah, it does. But he might also just sit up for a while.
True. Suspect is in
And
danger.
going in- The dot here now, it might not be enough to get the kill on Suspect, but does get him down to about 50 HP.
And Envy played Diana in game 1 and Oriana, no. Yes, and
Lysandra.
Ori was played by Suspect, and Diana and Lysandra was played by Envy. Bones is also in trouble. 1818018 is putting the pressure onto Swain. Got the level advantage, 6-5, and kind of double CS as well.
Yeah, I mean, numbers
He
in a good
does
spot here to
get
carry.
a-
And I mean, you know, he's on the champion that wants to do it. So it'll be interesting to see whether FF dedicate any resources to dealing with him, or whether they're going to let him just quietly scale. Pretz is caught out here now. Taunt onto Kickman as well. Pretz does get out, but he goes back in to try and catch Tori out. And now Envy's arrived. Can he pick up the kill?
Yep. 4v3 and
First blood
Suspect
to
wasn't quite
Catslayer.
there quick enough.
Envy getting cleaned up. 2 kills going over to... Oh, hold the phone. 3 kills going over. 4 kills going over to Zinger Box Deluxe. What looked like a good pick for Feline Friends has turned into a little bit of a disaster.
Yeah, they had the numbers advantage, but the reinforcements came on through for the Zinger Box. Because as we know, no Zinger Box is complete without the entire package. You
is
do
true.
need the burger, you need the fries, you need the drink,
Or-
and you need 2 other things that I don't know.
Can't be calling them fries, mate. Chips. Huh?
It's
Chips.
I don't know about
Large
that.
chips. That's what they are here.
Well, you
trust
put them in a fryer, don't you? So, you know,
Huh?
like you put you.
Yeah, no, I follow, but like,
Yeah.
then what about hash browns? You fry them too.
Those are just thick fries. What do you want about?
I mean, that's not untrue. You don't call them that. That's my point. All right, trust me, they're chips.
I don't know. But yeah,
In these parts,
in these parts,
that's what
that
they
feels
are.
exclusive though. Yeah. Now you're gatekeeping.
Well, it's pretty uncommon that other places call them chips. It's really only like the Kiwis and maybe the British.
Well, I have passports for both of those countries, so
They also call them, I mean, chops. I think they call them in New Zealand.
yeah, maybe.
That's just an accent, mate. It's okay. I'm just antagonizing you. I've got you on the back foot now.
Yeah, you do actually. I don't have anything to say back. I'm struggling to figure out what the witty response now.
This, you know what? Let's just transition straight
Like-
into talking about League of Legends. I reckon.
Yeah, I think that's a better idea before I start making fun of Australians, even though I live here. It is early no gold lead this time, as both teams are looking even at 14k. No one is
There's no
zinging
gold lead,
this
but not
time.
only- there's no team gold lead, but there are role gold leads, and I think that is worth exploring if Cones can get out of this alive, or Numbers for that matter is in real trouble now. So we're looking at about a 700 gold lead on the Samira, and about $100 for Nautilus.
Yeah.
We're also looking at a pretty substantial gold lead on the, I mean sort of substantial, it's 300-400 gold. But then there's about 1,000 gold lead for the Zahen. And mid lane's a couple $100. So, you know, I think this gold lead really speaks to like where these teams are looking to carry through.
Yeah, that's
Obviously.
completely right. And the Zahen especially is just looking very dangerous. Despite being pushed back.
I mean, he's sitting on, he's not sitting on that much gold. He's sitting on about $1,000 at the minute. But of course, Swain is a bit of a problem, even if he is low on mana.
And Entric, I hear you. I will try to look into rearranging my scoreboard to be somewhere in the top instead of just in the bottom left. If that is what people would prefer, I do not mind.
I think actually the good news is that we should have everyone up and running on Blue Bottle pretty shortly, and we'll have the
Okay.
new Schmick fancy overlay, and the scoreboard will be just up the top along with everything else.
All right. Well, there you go. Looks like you won't have to rely on me and my.
Shouri with the sauce has been making yet more sauce.
Yeah, a lot of sauce. As
Envy goes
Envy
in.
thinks he's got the sauce on the suspect.
Cone's going
We
in on the
don't
top
see
side.
it. Oh, Envy.
Envy is in real trouble now.
He's still trying to poke as Shuri's been ignited and is probably going to get taken down there. And we've got 1-8 trying to go in on the.
He gets the
Really?
revive, full of determination.
Flash out from
maybe
Pretz to
going down.
survive.
He does.
There's that 1-8 solo kill onto Swain.
This Zion champion, man.
He
he's
did get
just
the revive in there at some point, yes.
the bane of all, champions who want to drag out a fight. See some pings coming through now from FF, pinging the dragon. They're thinking about it. They're getting ready. Envy's trying to poke suspect out so he can get Prio here and kind of rotate down, but Rel is waiting.
How could you say that? What do you mean you suspect there might be a mid-diff? As Envy and Suspect are back at it, and Envy is looking the worst of the situation. Pretz and
a lot of
Catslayer
damage
here.
down here.
Dredge lines do not connect to
the
anything.
BM sad B.
Oh, well, someone might be a sad bee. There is a happy bee somewhere on the map, and it's the mid lane. Dragon has been started by Shouri and Why Do I Exist? FF do want to challenge it by the looks of things. Ping's coming out and a duo in the area. Here we go. What has Amumu got? Stuns Shouri, steals the dragon. Pretz is in. Going on to Catslayer. Catslayer is going to escape. Tori is in the middle of everything. And that is a dead Pretz and a good dragon over to Kickman. So they do trade Pretz for dragon. Kickman has a flash out to avoid Shouri and the taunt. Catslayer is under turret, but he is all alone. Teleport in from Swain to protect his ADC.
I have to say, I mean, the dragon's nice, but one must think ZBD get the scaling advantage here, right? Cassiopeia, Siva, Zihan, these guys are so ready for late game.
I would agree.
And I just don't think that FF have the same.
Does that make it more worth it though to try to trade for the dragon to stop them?
Oh, I mean they have to, right? But they're just put in this impossible position where I think they really would have liked to have had their foot on the gas a little bit earlier, and they just haven't been able to get it. They're down 1,000 gold against a team that I think probably scales quite a lot better than they do. Not to underestimate the Neferi damage. She obviously has a lot of damage output, as does Samira, but I mean, do you really want to group against Siva and Cassio? Late game at 5-6 items?
Yeah. It probably does look rough, and that's not even including 1-8, who's having a great time here against Cones. Has got the
He
Starbreaker
now
done.
has like a 1,500 individual gold lead.
And Tori is going to get hooked by Pretz. Let's
Just
walk
jumps
away.
I have to say, I think... Oh, another hook here from Pretz, and Light Eye's in trouble now. Samira dishing out as much damage as possible, and Kickman stunning up Cassiopeia on the other side of the map as well.
And they turn it around in the bot lane for ZBD. What was
Shouri.
looking no good for Why Do I Exist in Tori. Shouri comes in, ults in, and takes out Pretz again.
1 for 1. There is still a gold lead to Cassiopeia in the mid lane. Obviously got a couple extra kills, a little bit of extra CS. I have to say that it's unfortunate for FF that so much of their gold lead at the minute is on the Amumu. You know, he's sitting kind of 1500 gold ahead of Shouri. I really would have loved an extra 1500 gold on your Swain or on your Neferi, and then you'd kind of be in a very, very strong position.
It is unfortunate.
Yeah, Mumu did sit on that Barmy Cinder for the clear speed, and he's gone.
Yep,
to
I did notice that. You were correct. I am not a knower. Fretz is
Yeah, it's a bit of a tank jungle thing.
back in the spotlight of why do I exist.
Super has now completed the cull. We'll see when Wide Eye decides to sell that for a little bit of extra cash. Hone's in a bit of trouble now. His numbers has gone in.
Yep, a lot of
Really
trouble.
nothing you can do about it.
I mean, he has the ult, so he shouldn't die, but it's still a lot of pressure. It does get the root on the turret. Pops the ult, is going to try to pressure 1818018, who is just going to walk away, and ults in response to get out of the way. Ooh, flash in, and the Amumu's there as well too. Looks like Kickman is going to probably be the difference maker.
In the mid lane at the same time.
Is not the difference maker at all. Resurrect used by 1818018 to survive, and instead Cones goes down. And yes, I did miss the kill onto Cassiopeia. Envy going back in onto Intori. Isn't going to commit under the tower though.
To say, Envy's sitting on a lot of damage right now. He is a big, big, big problem for these squishy carries. Not exactly the kind of damage that's easy to spell shield either for the Sivir.
Goes untargetable. It's out of the dismount from Intori. Rift Herald is going to be popped in the mid lane. Good point. Flash did also get it used.
Oh no, okay. I was going to say, Envy not getting any value out of this because they get the kill onto it and he gets taunted out of it as well.
Will be safe there, but not the most useful Rift Herald in the row. Kickman's in a bit of pressure here. 1818018 is going to get hooked by Pretz. Kickman might escape. Pretz was going to pay for it though, as Cat Slayer is trying to dish out damage, but can't do enough. 18118 is going to go in on the Cat Slayer, get the flash out, and Envious is down here, but a little bit too late as the entire roster for ZBD is still up, while the Nautilus is gone to the depths once again. Got a Hextech Drake out on the map. This is going to be the third Drake of the game. It is going to be a Hextech Soul. Both of these sides are going to be looking at this one and licking their lips because it is a tasty Drake for everyone involved. Root onto 1811018. Pikmin goes in, gets another steal. Shouri is going to take him down in the end though. I think at least, and yep, that is confirmed as the Shen does get rid of the mummy. Suspect is all alone, and there's a massive ult from Cones, massive ult from Cat Slayer, and that's a triple kill. Yeah, Brex is gonna get the responding kill onto the Samira of Why Do I Exist, and that is a great fight for FF.
It's a very good fight for FF. They are a little bit of gold ahead. They're kind of, you know, they're one dragon ahead. Like, it's not a bad spot to be in.
And kicking with the steals though, this Amumu is, yeah, committing crimes across the maps right now.
That was a pretty criminal steal. Definitely should not have gotten away with that, but what can you do? Kickman, I guess, maybe decided that it's his turn to, you know, buckle up. Maybe he watched Connor's Amumu game earlier in the week and decided that he was going to put on a similar performance. He was inspired, maybe.
These Amumus, something about them.
I mean, he's just one of those champions. Got a lot of great tools, doesn't he?
Yeah, and the gap closed to the steals is always, you know, when it's a 2 options on your Q bandage toss to get in range of a steal, it does allow you to. Intori is going to just escape the hook, but not escape Cat Slayer, as Cat Slayer does ult, taking down the Horse Rider.
I think this is kind of maybe now where it starts to become a problem. Cat Slayer is 2,000 gold ahead right now.
Yeah.
And 2,000 gold is an awful lot of gold. Like, he's sitting on a little bit of that. But he can't be far now off his 3rd item. In fact, I would say he has his 3rd item back in base now.
It is 3 items to Why Do I Exist's 2.5.
Might I also opting for the heal cut early for the grievous wounds?
You know, if you listen closely, you can hear the skin for Kickman, the porcelain rattling. Very fun. 18118-018 onto Cones again. But Pretz and Cat Slayer in the area to avenge their top laner. Ult out from the Zahen. Shen does ult on the top. Cones is going to ult in response, then take out the first life for the Zahen. Shouri is still around. Looks like they might just need to disengage. Nope. Cat Slayer is going to ult and do a lot of damage. There is a ult from the Rel as the Magnet Storm picks up a lot. Swain's going to take out one. Cat Slayer is got an S, ult in, and takes out the Samira. Suspect is on very low health. Double kill for the Samira despite the death. Pikmin wants to go onto Suspect. Decides not to extend too much.
You gotta wonder, is this game starting to slip away from the clutches of ZBD?
Like it
Or
might.
do they still have an avenue back in? I mean, Cat Slayer's doing a lot of damage.
A lot of damage.
It's going to be hard to beat, although in saying that, this Cassiopeia beat Suspect hasn't finished Archangels now as well. So we're now at Seraph's Embrace. We're now at a full stacked Rod of Ages. Moving into a Rylai's. And then the completion of that Rylai's is going to just be a real hassle. You know, that's a lot of move speed slows. A lot of uptime for Cassiopeia to just kind of slither away.
Yep, as snakes do often do. Everyone's preparing for the next Hex Tech Drake. This would be Soul Point for FF if they get it. TBD will be looking to not let them get Soul Point. Intori is the target this time, as 5 from FF do engage. Intori stays along for a while, doesn't get taken out by Envy in the end. Shouri is stunned up in the middle, and Suspect is also going to get taken out as Cone's ultimate destroys with the ultimate from Cat Slayer following up and getting another triple kill. That's going to result in the Drake.
The damage out of the Samira right now is a big problem.
Massive problem.
Like,
They're looking for Baron on that.
What do you do? I mean, this is Baron. This is possibly even enough for them to threaten an inhib here. Maybe we'll see. Possibly just a Baron and reset.
TBD knows it's happening, but there's nothing they can do about it.
I mean, they have no way to get here in time. They just melt this Baron.
And Shouri will be regretting all the times he got those dragons stolen earlier this game.
Yeah, I mean, losing 2 dragons is pretty disappointing. Being on the cusp of a Hextech Dragon Soul would be, yeah, I think something that would be quite, quite a big
Quite
help.
good. Yep.
Be a good spot to be in right now. Instead, they are stuck at only one.
And the Zahen has fallen behind a lot.
Yeah, he's just not getting his determination stacks off in the back line. He just is getting locked down and bullied. Like, he just isn't getting the opportunity to do anything. He unfortunately doesn't have the option of just walking through the front door.
Down 2 levels. Has to defensively ult. Still get chunked by Cat's player. And again, to remind everybody watching, FF pretty much got perfectly destroyed in game 1.
Yeah, I mean, that was coughing baby versus nuclear bomb, you know.
Yep.
And they've now kind of turned it around. They apparently just needed the wake-up call. Needed to maybe just
Needed to get
get
the Envy Diana out of the way.
yeah, off Diana. That's right. I'm glad we're on the same page there.
Yep. They are pushing this top lane in him turret. Fat Cones is looking for that just top inner turret.
I mean, he's in a pretty good spot now. He's chilling. He's big time chilling.
Quite tanky as well, deceptively so.
Well, that's those health AP items, and of course, Tab Eye on top of that. Catch on
As
to Tori here
Envy
and
goes in, there is
dies in the back line,
the
but Cat Slayer
ult
cleaning up
from
now.
Cat Slayer. Final shot takes out Tori. That is looking to be potentially, that's a push for ending the game.
Yeah, I think that
I
this
think that is-
this should
I think
be
that is
the end of
ending the game.
here now.
Suspect is just one small stake, and there is a lot of damage from
There's
FF.
one-
They get the final ace, and they're looking to take out the Nexus turret.
Very, very big Samira who wants to get
Yeah.
herself a nice set of boots. That is game 3 to FF. To kind of bring back, I don't think you can call it a reverse sweep, but it's as reverse sweep
It is
as you can get
technically
in
a reverse sweep.
in a BO3.
Yeah. We'll take what we can get.
Take what we can get. That is the truth.
And that's the series. FF take it over ZBD 2-1.
Indeed.
Look at the
Very good.
damage over here. That Samira is just disgusting. With 37,000 big ones onto ZBD.
Yeah, I mean, Cat Slayer proving to be the threat, as always.
Zinger Box bit too delicious looking, and FF were hungry.
It really were, especially after that first game. That was
Yeah.
that was a time.
Yeah, it was.
Very good. GG
Anything-
says Cat Slayer.
Yeah, well, it was a good game indeed. Good game for everybody.
Indeed, indeed. Well, that possibly closes us out.
It does conclude us. It concludes this match. Are there any still going on around the place?
Looks like there might be a couple. Looks like SKS might still be kicking on, although hard to tell.
Who's an
I
SKS
can
player?
see 4 other Div 2 games. 5 other Div 2 games maybe going on. No, 4. So, sorry, 4 other teams. There looks like there's maybe 2 games going on still.
Should we try to see if we can spectate any of them?
You can try and spectate one, but we're going to be going into the series a little bit late and bamboozled, I think.
Which team is Agrahar playing for?
His game looks like it's done.
Oh, it's
He
done?
played early. He played
Oh,
it.
okay. That's all right. Yeah, I think we will head off for now.
Indeed.
And yeah, thanks everyone for coming along and joining us for this match. Great to get a game 3 in, and it was some really good plays all around from everybody. So we will see you next week. And someone needs to remind me to buy a Zinger Box to eat next week. I'll forget, otherwise someone has to hold me accountable.
Goodness me.
Yeah. Cool.
Very good.
Thank you, Chef, for joining me. Great
That's all
always
right.
to have you on. See you guys later.
See you later.